Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, Women Rule Over Them. Lord, will you are edified. Case in point. Isaiah 3 and 12, as for my people, hence Israelites, so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans. Children are their oppressors, beginning with the nation of Edom, trickling down to these other heathen nations. And women rule over them, and that's literal. Women rule. Women within our nation are the head, okay? They are over men. And this is indignation from Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Rule in the Hebrew means to have dominion, okay? O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, meaning what? Sin. So Eve receives her instructions from who? Esau. And destroy the way of thy paths. Paths, okay, is referring to what? Our way of living according to the standard of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. And women rule over them. Reverting back to what? That pack the serpent and Eve made in the garden. This is Genesis 3 and 6. And when the woman, referring to Eve, saw that the tree was good for food, the tree is referring to what? A philosophy, a new way of living, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, right? She was infatuated by it, and a tree to be desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. She took of the fruit thereof, okay? And this is an example. And what is Eve pushing now? What is she trying to bring back to our nation? To do what? To receive what? And you know what? I'm going to change the title of this lesson to She Took of the Fruit Thereof. Okay. And like I said before, this is the fruit Eve has taken. And she's bringing it back to our nation for the rest of our nation to eat, to consume it. Isaiah 9 and 16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. And what is Eve doing? Okay. This RN, which is from the nation of Israel, she's leading our people to sin. Because according to the book of Leviticus, We don't supposed to make any cuttings within our flesh. In order to receive this poison, our flesh must receive a cut or an incision or a piercing. Isaiah 9:16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. And for you Israelites contemplating on whether or not to take this poison, just know it will destroy you. This is the jab. And Esau's knockout punch is the microchip. This is Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? Referring to the nation of Israel. Okay, beginning with the men. For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man, meaning what? A woman shall have dominion over a man. A woman shall be rulers over men. Referencing our nation. And Esau is utilizing this prophecy. Two Eves. One doing the administering and one receiving it. So where is Eve leading us back to? Isaiah 30:1, woe to the rebellious children, referring to the rebellious sons and daughters within the nation of Israel, also classified as the non-elect, said the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And a case example is this. Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt. Modern day Egypt is America, and have not asked at my mouth. Right. Because through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, okay, the prophets, the true men of the Most High, are instructing our nation on what and what not to do, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. By Eve receiving this poison, she's insinuating our nation to walk down into Egypt and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And like I stated before, through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Egypt is modern day America. Lord will, you edify. Shalom.